Time now to turn our attentions to sport, and joining us on the line to do just that is Clare FM's Derek Dormer. Derek, good morning to you.
How are you, Alan? I assume I'm getting the best Derek award in these awards this year, no? Mr. Lynch me beaten again?
In a kind of late show, there's one for everyone in the audience. You'll win the best Derek with E-R-E-K, and he'll win with E-R-R-I-C-K. So you'll all get an award.
And you
have
a career in politics lined up. I get it.
I know, my bum is sore from sitting on the fence. How are Clare going to get on in this kind of an exciting start for them? Because they're the Tailteann Cup is a new journey for them. They're the only team in this year's competition competing at the grade for the first time. They're going to be coming up against Offaly this Saturday at Zimmer, Biomet, Páirc, Chísóg, throwing at 4. And Derek, the Tailteann Cup, you know, with any new competition, there's I suppose a healthy dose of scepticism about it, but it has proven to be quite successful and a real, I suppose, occasion for counties who are not at the Sam Maguire grade to play teams of a similar level and compete for meaningful silverware.
Yeah, I'm a huge advocate of it, Alan. I think it's a fantastic competition. We saw it in the hurling, you know, with the formation of the Joe McDonough, the Rory Maher, and all these different grades. So for counties to compete, I mean, there can be nothing more soul destroying than putting in all the efforts that every Leitrim player, for example, I'm only picking that county off the top of my head, they put in as much work as the Kerry team, as the Armagh team. You know, and it's not a level playing field when you have 15 v 15 in those circumstances. Like, Leitrim are never going to lift Sam Maguire in the foreseeable future, and unfortunately, either would Clare. But what we can do is do what Down, Westmeath, Meath and Kildare have all done, which is go win a Tailteann Cup, go improve. Winning builds momentum and winning breeds confidence. Confidence leads to results. And you just take Down as an example, and Westmeath. Westmeath are now in the Leinster football final. Down beat Donegal. Now, it was unfortunate that 6 days later they have to go out and face a juggernaut like Armagh. That's the system. That's wrong. But the Tailteann Cup builds momentum, builds belief, gives you hosts of competitive games against teams that you might beat by a point or you might lose by a point. And once you're in those tie contests, Alan, continually, you learn how to win. And I know that sounds like a cliche, but it is literally a habit. Winning is you know how to win going down the home stretch. It's the same in every sport. You know, be it golf with 2 holes to go or whatever, in a soccer match 10 minutes to go, you see out the game, you're experienced at winning, you get the job done. And I think this Tailteann Cup journey could be absolutely hugely beneficial to Clare football.
And Derek, in terms of the opposition at the weekend on Saturday, Offaly are a team who Clare will know pretty well from the past few seasons, in particular coming up against them in Division 3. What kind of challenge do they present?
Normally, I would be very on the fence regarding this, Alan, but I just think Offaly are in disarray. They've lost a host of players that obtained that promotion to Division 3 or to Division 2 from Division 3. They lost their best player to the Australian rules. So I think there's 6 of the team that actually earned a promotion, 6 or 7. So it's a new Offaly side, and they've been beaten in every game this year. They were beaten in the Biomet Cup in Leinster. They've lost every single National League game. They lost the Leinster Championship. So they're at their lowest ebb, really. And, I mean, that's not my concern. I'm not an Offaly man, but it's time to, you know, when someone is like that, you just put your foot down on their throat and finish the job. And I know that sounds cruel, but that's what Clare have to do. Don't worry about Offaly. We're in a far better place. We've huge momentum built up under Paul Madden. Very, very good performance against Kerry. Come off the back of that, make a statement here against Offaly and move into the next round. And that's all I see happening this weekend, Alan.
OK, we look forward to Clare starting their Tailteann Cup journey with a win. Anything else happening over the weekend that people should be aware of?
Yeah, there's a couple of huge games in the ladies' games. Clare in the Munster Minor A ladies football final, and as we know, with the success of Spanish Point this year, like Minor A title would be huge for ladies football in the county. So that's on Saturday, below in Bantier. And then on Sunday, the All-Ireland under-23s, the Camogie, are in the All-Ireland semi-final against Wexford. And a win there would put them into an All-Ireland final. And again, that'll be huge. The Camogie are having a fantastic year. So they're two massive games. And then, of course, Monday night, the Clare minor footballers are going to Kerry. So, like, the action is relentless. And, as long as it's not as traumatic as last weekend, I think this weekend will be very good.
Very well said, very well said. Well, look, we can look forward to all of that on Sideline View with Derek. Derek, the best Derek and Clare FM without an I or a C in his Christian name. Thanks very much for joining us.
Yeah. Thanks, Alan. Thanks for having me. I hope you polish that award for me.
Oh, I will. I'll get cracking now. I'll get the Mr. Sheen out. That's Derek Dormer joining us on Morning Focus.